All right, welcome to another wonderful episode of the Perspective Podcast. Today we have
Hi.
Julie on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for coming on. I
Yep,
know that this is out of your comfort zone, not something that you would normally do.
for sure.
So I respect the fact that you are, comfortable to come on the show, being vulnerable, trying something new, getting out of your comfort zone,
Yeah,
showing strength. You know what I mean? That's really
for
cool.
sure.
So thank you again. All right, so if you're a
Thank you.
first time watcher, the Perspective Podcast is about hardship, adversity that our guests have faced in order to basically shape who they are. You know what I mean?
Mm,
I think some of our greatest blessings comes from our hardships, depending on how you look at things. You know what I
yes.
mean? So this is a natural conversation. I really don't know anything about Julia. This is the first
Mm-hmm.
time we met. It's just a
Ah,
free flowing conversation. You guys are gonna be learning as I learn, going as we go, and
mm-hmm.
just talking naturally. Just
Yeah.
seeing a little, figuring out Julia a little bit.
Yes, we haven't
Yes.
met. And I can talk about adversity, however, it's difficult for me to talk about it because I just naturally don't dwell into that.
Yeah. That's good.
And yes, so I grew up in Romania in communism. Uh, Very little electricity, I remember. But what I remember is that I grew up reading books. We didn't have TV, just 1 hour a week or something like that.
Yeah.
So my childhood was playing, reading, some more reading.
Wow.
And so it was pretty simple. And
Yeah.
I think I consider myself lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How so?
Just because I rather have grown up with less and appreciate more.
Right.
And it forces you to come up with solutions for problems.
Right.
Our school system was completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Like we had respect for teachers. It wasn't something that we didn't have excuses. You had to perform, you had to do good, you had to try your very best. So in a way it was good. In a way it was hard,
Yeah.
but I look at the best.
So, tell me what was like the hardest part? You said it was good, but it was hard. What was hard?
Well, the hardest part, and I was maybe 8 when everything ended, the communism,
Mm-hmm.
and then a lot of, there was a lot of lack. Like we didn't have, there was no grocery stores packed with everything you wanted. Everything was ratioed. How do you say?
Rationed.
Rationed. So
Yeah.
that was the hard part.
Right.
And then not knowing, not being able, you didn't have much freedom, but you didn't know you didn't have freedom because if you don't have it, how would you know what to
Yeah.
compare it with? And then communism ended, and then we were a little bit opened up to the West and America and United States, and we could see what's out there.
What were the biggest changes that happened once communism
So
ended?
that was not a huge change because there was a lot of muckiness and gray areas and unclear.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was just the corruption started, and as a
Mm.
child, I wasn't directly affected. Obviously, I didn't understand much, but now
Yeah.
looking back, I understand how my mother worked so hard to provide for us.
Mm.
My dad was an accountant, but very conservative, and he didn't really want more or needed more.
Yeah.
And my mom worked her ass off to just have a little store of her own, to have her little business, and to try to do something.
Yeah.
So
So, did you guys continue to keep on living in the same area when communism kind of?
yes,
When did you
yeah.
decide to come to America? What was that
Oh, I did
transition?
not. That was not my plan for sure. So I went to high school. I went to college in Bucharest. By the time I went to college, it was a beautiful life and beautiful country, I would say, and
Mm-hmm.
it is a beautiful country. And then coming to United States was the last thing on my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I just happened. I fell in love with my ex-husband now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Met on the streets of Romania after club. We were young, both of us. So I decided to just come here. I thought for a short period of time until he will be done with college
Mm-hmm.
himself. And then my plan was to return to Romania.
Mm.
So when I first came here, I was definitely against everything because my life just, imagine coming to a different country with nothing whatsoever.
That's incredible.
And my college was not,
Mm-hmm.
like I couldn't do anything here technically with my journalism degree. So that was another challenge.
A journalist
But
degree.
yes,
That's interesting.
yeah, I
Not too
was.
many, I feel like I've come across.
So that was my degree, journalism,
So the plan was stay here until he finished college.
and then go right back.
And then that didn't happen.
That didn't happen,
What
thank
happened? Why did
God.
that change?
I just fell in love, and it took me a while. I think most humans are afraid of changes,
Yeah.
and we don't embrace change so easily. And
Yeah.
I'm one of them. So I think I was just stubborn, stuck on no. I need to go back to my country. I need to be loyal to Romania and things like that when I first came. And then I truly think there's no better country on earth that will welcome somebody and just the way I was loved and welcomed here, it's like nothing else.
Really?
No, I would say that how people helped, it's unbelievable to me.
Talk about that. So
It's
who helped you? How they
so
helped
I
you?
just came with
Why'd they help
my
you?
ex-husband, and he was like he didn't have anything. He was a college student with nothing. We rented a tiny little condo apartment in Hartford. It was terrible. It was terrible. The worst thing I've ever seen. So anyway, that was so long ago. I haven't talked about this in so long. Wow. So and then I started working for a hair salon because I didn't know what to do. And then I remember the girls I was used to work with, and I wasn't doing hair. I'm not good with hair or anything. So I was doing the books and
Yeah.
reception work and phone and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And everybody was just super helpful with everything from I didn't know how to cook, so they would teach me how to do grocery shopping, what to cook, and so from bottom things to then when I became a real estate agent and a real estate investor, finding people that will lend me money, which to me is crazy how I can ask somebody for $200,000 and they'll give it to me.
Insane.
So that like when I'm talking about the help from everything, like ask for help and you'll be given.
Interesting. I want some help understanding investments.
I would be more than happy to help you with what I know.
Yes, I would love that.
As
I
I
would.
do my real estate is my primary,
Yeah.
helping people sell and buy.
Yeah.
But I do invest myself in. I do have few investment properties myself.
Well done.
Yeah, we have to.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's the
Yeah.
move. That's the
We
direction.
have to. Until this morning when I woke up and I'm like, that's it. I'm selling one of these damn properties because it's a pain in the ass.
Really?
But I don't do emotional
Yeah.
and impulsive decisions, so I'm not gonna sell it. But
Yeah.
it's not easy as something.
How'd you get into real estate? When did that transition come in?
So it was a little bit forced. I came here. I was supposed to go to college again to do something, some type of degree. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was working for a hair salon, which obviously was not feasible to do anything and grow. And then I was thinking, friends would tell me, you would be terrible in corporate. You don't keep your mouth shut. You need to kiss some ass in order to do good in corporate world. Like you will not do good. You need to find a way to have your own business. So then I'm thinking, what business can I have with no money? And what can I do when you don't have access to anything? Like, what resources do I have?
Yeah.
So my ex-husband was a contractor, and he said, I know a woman that flips houses. Maybe you can flip houses too. So then I started flipping houses, and I lost a ton of money on my third home. I remember to this day I lost $27,000, which now it's not a huge amount of money, but back then when I had no money to put gas in my car, it was absolutely devastating.
Yeah.
So instead of sitting there and crying for myself, I'm like, okay, I lost money indeed. The real estate agent
Yeah.
that helped did make a mistake in terms of after repair value. So she was wrong with that, but that pushed me to become a real estate agent myself. So I said, at least I'll be my own. If I make a mistake, I own it. I cannot have anybody to blame. So that's how I got into real estate. And
Wow.
I love real estate.
It's crazy. I always mention
Love
this.
it.
Like, it's those hard moments really become one of our greatest blessings.
Oh, the best. There's nothing.
Yeah.
And then I have this. So I grew up in the mountains in Romania, and when I came here, I was renting a Vermont home,
Yeah.
and it was beautiful, beautiful. And there was this frame with a quote from T.J. White, and it says, "The best thing for being sad is to learn something. That is the only thing that never fails." So it says more about you may lie awake at night and you may do this, and bad things happen to you, and it will always happen, and the only thing that you can do is learn. And that frame, I remember I would go there and I would be like soaking it in. Like, okay, something bad happens. What am I learning from this? Something bad happened. What am I learning from it? So every bad thing, I would turn it immediately and I'll be like, oh, well, this is good because I'll be like, at least I didn't lose 50,000. I only lost 27,000. Or so I would always, always do. And it always sent me to another path that ended up being a better path.
How long until like you started being a real estate agent that you started to see some real good momentum,
Oh,
progress
immediately. Because
immediately?
I went in and then I had no idea of I truly thought of myself as somebody soft, and because I'm short, I'm short, I'm female, and I'm sweet, and people will just think I'm the nicest thing out there. And I didn't think I'm aggressive until my attorney told me, "You're aggressive and people are afraid of you." I'm like, of
Really?
me? But I'm so short. How would they be afraid of me? And it's like, just because you're short doesn't mean you're not. So I went into real estate with this attitude of, like, I would tell everybody, I'm a realtor and I'm the best there is.
Oh shit.
And I truly, like, I would do everything for a client. Like, if you're my client, we will get into fights if I truly think it's not the right house for you. Or if I got into a fight with a client because he wanted to sell his house for 100,000, then I would tell him he should. No, 150. So I'm like, no, you're not gonna sell it for this much. I'm like, so we literally got into a fight at the table. I'm like, you're the only seller in the whole world that is telling me to list for much lower than it should. So things like that. So back to your question, because I talk too much.
No, you don't.
The
You're fine.
first year in real estate, I did, I think, 17 transactions or something.
Oh wow.
They were small and there were some rentals.
Yeah,
There
that's still
were,
really good though.
but it was still really, really good.
Yeah.
And I would just not give up. I would tell everybody that. And I did so having flipped houses, I did have a lot of experience. It wasn't like I was a newbie. I knew about homes, I knew about contracts, I knew about negotiation. So I did have a lot of, and social media. So we are lucky to live in this day
So how
and
long ago
age.
did you become a real estate agent?
Uh, 13 years ago.
13 years ago?
Yeah.
And you're using
So,
social media back then to
well, even now it's a joke, the type of what I use. I don't put a lot of work into social media or into my CRM to, I don't know, to have, or advertising. Is just literally the work that I do with the clients, and the clients will refer me.
I think I need to make you a client and help you
So,
out now.
yeah, oh, for sure. Like
Yeah.
that, I need help. I have zero patience. All the posting that I do are super simple and just like
Yeah.
blah. But I think what I show is that I'm authentic, and it's not.
Yeah.
I am who I am. This is who I am. This is my life.
Right.
I have a daughter who's my priority forever,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's the people trust me, and they see that I'm authentic, and I always do as I say.
Yeah. You seem like someone who doesn't have tolerance for bullshit.
None, zero.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From yourself. I don't know about others. You know what I mean?
Others I may tolerate a little bit,
Yeah.
but for myself, no, nothing.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I just go.
So what happened? Why'd you guys split?
My ex and I,
Yeah.
we just grew apart so badly.
Really?
Yeah. And it's
How?
sad. He was like, I loved him more than anything. And then it just came to a point where we didn't align.
Who initiated it?
I think we both just fell.
Out of love.
No, that wasn't the thing. So that's if I learned something from my marriage, which I truly didn't think it was possible, because I truly think if you love somebody, it's enough.
Yeah.
And loving somebody, you don't need anything anymore. So, and I'm such a fighter, I would never give up, and I will have to fix whatever it is that's broken.
Yeah.
So to me, I loved him more than anything. He loved me even to this day. I'm pretty sure we love each other, but not in a that way. But love, it's nothing. Like now, if somebody would tell me, "Oh, but I love him," I'm like, "Okay," and like you need
Oh
so
shit.
much more.
I'm so confused. So like, what was it? Just like different goals?
Different goals. We didn't work. We weren't a team.
You guys
I
didn't work
feel
together well.
like not at all.
Mm.
There was a lot of stress. There was a lot of things that we would be clashing, like the way I operate and the way he operates.
Hmm.
It just doesn't
So
didn't align.
when you first moved over here and you guys were like,
Hmm.
um,
Lovebirds,
not even
young.
just that. I'm just saying like, were you guys ever on the same page when it came to like working towards your goals?
I don't think we really were, but I
Mm-hmm.
think I was so young and so
Gooey
like I
eyed star.
really wanted to. I didn't think it wouldn't work. That I would just put it under the rug and not deny the reality.
Mm-hmm.
And then my role kind of changed, and he was telling me I nag and I'm too much and I'm too pushy and I want too much, which, if I look back, I was for sure. But then I was accusing him, but then you don't do anything that
Mm-hmm.
I would want you to do, so why are you not?
Yeah. Would you
And
ever
then
remarry?
I don't know. If you ask me now, I would say no, because I don't. It's so weird. I came to a point where if somebody doesn't meet me or add to my life, why would I? And I do think I do have some. We're all left after a divorce with PTSD. There's no way around it. Like
Oh, okay.
nobody
I can
comes
see
out
that.
of a divorce and say, "Oh, it was the best time of my life." So I
Right.
think we all have some things. I went to therapy. Like I really wanted to be aware of, first of all, what I'm doing wrong, because I cannot control the men around me.
Anybody around you?
Nobody. But in a relationship, like I cannot control
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
So I need to look at myself. What am I doing wrong? And I do have this, and I think comes from communism. Growing up as a little girl in Romania, you had to be like the male was always above, and you need to keep quiet and you need to agree with him, and you don't have much of a voice, which it was always against who I was inside.
Yeah.
So I'm very feisty and very. So I remember growing up with the teachers that were male, and I was like, "But that's not fair. You're not. It's not correct. Like what they were saying or how they were acting." And I always had this.
And you would vocalize
So
that when you were younger?
you couldn't really, because
No.
God forbid you would vocalize that in front of a male teacher.
Would they hit you?
I wasn't ever like that. I was never in my life. I think I would fucking kill somebody
Oh
if somebody
shit.
will
And
try
now the
to.
feistiness is coming out. Now I see it.
If somebody will try
Oh
to
shoot.
touch me, that would be it. Like it doesn't matter. So
Yeah.
like I would literally.
So you were a feisty little kid who
I
didn't
was.
speak up. Who
You
did?
couldn't really. So I knew, like, even in negotiations now, you need to know
Hmm.
when you have the power. Like, you cannot go with a knife when somebody holds a rifle, basically.
Yeah.
So you need to know when you need to stand back
Right.
and know what's your leverage. What do you have? Like in anything in life,
Yeah.
you need to know where you are,
Right.
and you need to know what tools to use to
Right.
go where you need to go.
So how did you channel it? Like you had all this shit or stuff that you wanted to speak out and say. How did it like?
I think I just wanted more, and I did great in school and good grades to show them that they are wrong. And so I was just very ambitious, and
Yeah.
like I would,
You never left that spark. I know for
no,
some people they might be like they might suppress.
they will
You know.
suppress. Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? But you didn't suppress,
yeah.
right?
Now, when like my husband would tell me you'll do nothing, you're antisocial, and I'm not antisocial, but I'm a bit conservative in terms of male, female. So I do want my husband or my boyfriend to be above me and to, when we go somewhere, for him to speak up. Or
Yeah.
obviously I'm more than capable of, but I want
Right.
to have somebody more powerful than
Yeah.
I am.
Protect you, take you under the wing.
Yes, so that was one, and he would say, "You would never be able to do a flip without me," or things like that.
That's
I'm like,
mean.
"Yeah, fuck you, I'll show you." And the first
Okay.
flip I did by myself, I think my profit, because I have a picture with a check,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like 42,000. I was left with just clear profit after, just by myself. He didn't even know I was doing that on the side. He had no idea that I'm working on a huge project and real estate and the home and the child. And
Wow.
so, but I do get that if somebody tells me I cannot do something, and I don't do it to prove them wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but I do have that. Like, I wouldn't go into something blindly that would be wrong for me
Yeah.
or not good for me.
Yeah.
But I would definitely go for it, so I don't suppress.
That's
That's
really
for
that's
sure.
lovely. I love it. I love to see that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry about the divorce.
Yeah,
You
no,
know?
I'm happy. Like, I always say, people should be congratulating people. Nobody divorces for, like, if it's good,
Mm.
and we have this conversation a lot of times. Like, he will tell me that I broke the family and I did this and that, and I said, listen, nobody's obligated to. And my therapist told me this, because for the longest time I was trying to both be on the same page, and he said, listen, it takes one person. If one person in a couple doesn't want it, there's no more couple.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, it's true. Like, it doesn't even matter. And I was justifying the decision. And like, I think as humans, we keep wanting to be seen as, oh, like, I didn't do anything wrong, or I'm good, or I'm a good person.
Yeah.
And it's wrong. I'm like, I don't need to justify myself. I don't need to care what people think of
Right.
me.
That's right.
And then it's like, my life is good. And if it's not good, I'll make it good, because it's up to me to make it the way I want to make it.
Right.
Mm, I think, but we divorced in 2021 officially, but we were separated way before. So it's been a long time. Now I can talk, like, being neutral about it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's a good thing. And the people that get a divorce and they're still stuck on, and they use the kids to get back at the other, I absolutely hate it. Like, I will close my eyes on so many things. Plus, you need to understand that what a bunch of girlfriends don't understand, that they've been through a divorce. They still try to control the exes and the way they parent, the way they act, the way they. I'm like, but those are the reason you got a divorce. So how do you go and expect an ex that was not acting the way you wanted him when you were together to act that way when you're divorced? Like, to me, when Denny is with my daughter, I don't ask what she's eating, what time she's going to bed. I'm like, well, it's up to you. You're a parent, so it is what it is. I'm not going to control you, what you do. As long as she's safe, which she is, because he's a lovely father.
That's
I'm
awesome.
like, that's on you. I don't need to. I don't know, but to. I do have her most times, so I do have the control of everything in Emily's life. So that's easy
Yeah.
in a way. So.
Yeah. It's good to see. I mean, I've heard stories where partners don't trust, or are just always bashing, what they're doing with their kids, or
It's not
that's
your
good that you don't have
control.
that.
It's what can you do?
Yeah.
And my thing is, do I want to drag my ex to courts, or do I want to use that energy for me to make money that I know I wouldn't get anyway?
Mm-hmm.
What do I choose to do with my time? Do I
Right.
choose to be a sour, bitter woman, or do I choose to be like, it is what it is. It happened, and
Yeah.
this is. So I'm very particular with everything
Right.
about my time. Like, I have my schedule is on the minute, and my daughter told me the other day, you're a little too rigid, mommy. The world doesn't go like that, doesn't run like that, because I'm very rigid in certain things, and I'm all about, like, I want to maximize my time, and I'm an optimist and a very happy person as a base. So that's why with a divorce, like, it doesn't, it, of course it affects me, but then I he can choose.
Right.
Like, do I want to fight him for him to give me money for her, or do I want to put that all that energy into having an extra deal a year or two or three
Right.
and make so much more money?
Right.
What do I want to do?
Smart woman.
So I just don't want to
Yeah.
not fight. And here with the court system, let's be first. I will affect my daughter, who will see the friction between like now I want Christmas with him. Like you're coming for Christmas, and it's better for our daughter. So you shut the fuck up and you are here, and that's it. Her birthday, I wanted to strangle him the day before. It doesn't matter. Like she doesn't need to know that. He will be there for her birthday. So I think she's growing up like really, like she doesn't have any issues with a divorce or not knowing something bad about her father or about me from him, or I hope not. I don't know. I would. So I think it's much healthier.
Yeah, that sounds like a very healthy little dynamic. I like it.
Yeah.
I love the way that you channeled, your energy. I think that's a pretty good mindset. But you're also blessed. You know what I mean? I suppose. You know what I mean? You had a healthy breakup, a healthy.
Nah, it
No?
wasn't the healthiest, but I choose to talk about positive. Like I would never talk about everything just because out of respect for the father of my child. And this is a man that I loved for 20 years like a mad woman. So,
Yeah.
but obviously the breakup was not easy and there were a lot of
Right.
compromises I had to do.
Yeah.
But afterwards, what I choose to do is just to not. And I think at first I was defending myself so much because I would hear all these rumors and that he left me with this and that. And I was like, but no, it's not true. It was, I took so much debt and I did so much. And then I'm like, yeah, oh, I'm so good. Like people will watch me on social media and see I ski a lot or I have a Vermont home. And they'll be like, oh, who gave her the Vermont home? Or how does she have the money? I'm like, I work my ass off. Like every day. I work, people trust me.
That's awesome.
So after my divorce, I did get a Vermont home, which is my second proudest thing I did in life. And that's just the best investment I've done. Oh, I could talk about that home forever.
Wow. This is just
Yeah.
like a little ski getaway.
It's a year round because I love the mountains every single month.
Yeah.
Even the mud season, it's amazing. So it's my escape and my zen and I go there every week for maybe 2 days, 3 days if I can. I work, I read, I just do so much and it just saved my sanity.
That sounds actually really nice.
Oh, it's amazing. It really is.
That sounds very peaceful.
Yeah.
I
It's
want to replicate something like that. That sounds awesome. I don't know if I would do. How far is the commute?
2 hours.
I guess that's not too bad.
Not bad at all. I
Yeah.
schedule my calls on my way up. I have like an hour and a half because then it dies. There's no more service. So I get an hour and a half to make calls and do whatever I need to do, catch up. And then for half an hour, I just drive and listen to a book or something. And then I get there and I don't have a TV. I mean, I have one hidden, but it's never on. So it's just music, beautiful views, sunset like you would not believe.
Wow.
Gorgeous, gorgeous area.
Wow. You gotta have to let me take a trip up there one of these days.
It's amazing. Like,
Sounds beautiful.
and I Airbnb because I couldn't really afford I completely overextended myself when I found this property. So I am doing a short-term rental and it's been producing so well. Much better than everybody that would tell me, oh no, it will never make any money.
Very smart.
And it was instinctual. I think when I go for it when I feel,
Yeah.
and when I feel something is right, I don't do any, not that I do an analysis. Like obviously when I decided I want a home in Vermont, I kind of knew the area. I kind of knew what I wanted to spend. So it's not like I go blindly. So, but when I saw the home, I'm like, I will sell a kidney if I have to. I'll figure it out and I'll just, because it was completely over my budget.
Yeah.
So I just went full on. I didn't care or anything.
Wow.
Like, and it needed complete renovation, top to bottom.
Yeah.
So I knew I walked in and I had a clear vision of, and it had to be completely remodeled, all out. Like I knew the floors, I knew the furniture, I knew lighting fixtures, how I wanted them. It took me months to find somebody in Bulgaria. I ended up finding that would create the light fixtures that I had it in my head.
Fancy.
Like I'll send you the link with it.
Yes. Yes.
So
Do. I
pretty.
want to see. I want to look at it.
Yeah,
It
it's so
sounds beautiful.
nice. It is. It really, really is.
Yeah.
But it's an extremely good investment. So now it just pays for itself, and I have this gorgeous home that I can go and enjoy and be there and do so much while somebody else is paying for.
Yeah.
Like
You sound like a
it's,
good woman.
I think I am.
Yeah.
And my friends make fun of me when I say that I'm good and I'm beautiful, and they're like, you shouldn't be saying that. I'm like, but why? If I am, like I truly think I am, like I'm a good good catch.
Yeah.
So my friend, one of my best friends, he's a fisherman. He was like, yeah, you're a catch in the release.
Oh, that's funny. That's
So
terrible. That's awesome. That's
it's
funny.
yeah, I love my friends.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you are.
What?
You're like you're very strong-willed. You seem like from what I've heard, like you give, you know what I
I am a
mean?
giver.
Yeah.
Yes, I help when I can help. I help. I tell my daughter all the time. I've been talking with her about money just for her to. First of all, she needs to understand how lucky she is,
Mhm.
because I feel like kids nowadays they grow up with everything handed to them. Whether you I want it or not, she does live a very good life. Like
Mhm.
she travels everywhere. She's skiing. She has a home in Vermont, a beautiful home in Connecticut, and they're like, "Yeah, you're really lucky, but you don't know how lucky you are because you don't have another
Perspective.
perspective. Like, how would a child know?" So what I do to keep my kid in check when she gets a little bit of an attitude,
Mhm.
like, you're coming to showings with mommy. So I have investors that are looking for really destroyed properties, and some are occupied, and she will go there since she was little, and she will see how people live and like very bad areas, and she will see kids' toys and things like that. And I'm like, that's how people live, and that's why you need to. Because for a long time she would give me a hard time if I would be on the phone. Like, you cannot be on the phone. Like, this is my business. I need to be on the phone sometimes. Like, she would yell at me, and she's like, no, don't be on the phone, or don't do this, don't do that. She's very hard and strong-willed, and she's been since she was little. So I'm like, no, you need to understand that you need to work hard to get what you want in life. So with the Vermont home, I jumped from one to another. It took me a year to get that done, and it was literally working every single week. So she grew up just watching me. Like, you need to work hard, you need to stay humble. And then I keep saying this to her: money is good for the good that money can do. And she's like, what does that mean? And I'm like, remember when we went in Vermont and my roofers, there was this woman, way smaller than I am, and she had a mask on. And I'm like, I know it's COVID times, but we're in Vermont, like nobody was wearing a mask. Poor woman, she was lifting shingles all the way 3 floors up. Like, I couldn't even understand how she has that strength. I'm super strong and I couldn't lift that. And then I saw she didn't have any teeth. And I'm like, poor woman. And I said, Emily, wouldn't you love to have $20,000 extra just to be like, there you go. I really want you to have this money to put teeth. I mean, like, I would love, that's where, if I want money, it's for that, not for buying a car or a boat or things like that.
Yeah.
Like, I do love a good life, and I like
Yeah.
restaurants and traveling and whatnot.
Mhm.
But I keep telling her, like, it's so good to, if you can make money, make all the money that you can, because it's a lot of stigma around money that is bad or you're greedy. I'm like, no, it depends what you do with the money that you make.
Mhm.
Like, but I think if you are capable of making money, you owe it to make money and to help others that deserve
Yes.
to be helped.
I agree.
So
Yeah. I agree.
and she gets it now, and she didn't for a while, but now she's like, oh, I wish I could do. I'm like, what would you do? And she's like, oh, I would save all the puppies in the world. I'm like, see, that's good. You need money to save the puppies.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
realistically, you need to.
Yep.
So, but I have such a amazing daughter. She is amazing. She keeps me on my toes. She's, even though she had an easy life, I think, like she didn't have any what challenges does a kid have nowadays? Nothing.
Doom scrolling.
Oh, not mine.
No.
No, so she was maybe 2 or 3 when we went to a New Year's with a bunch of couples with a bunch of kids, and all the kids had iPads. My rule is when we go away, there's no TV, no electronics, nothing. So I'm a reader, I don't like to have the TV on once in a while for a movie or something. So I remember she was this little kid watching all these kids on iPads, and she was like, huh. And then I said, let's go outside. We rented something on a lake, and the kids were like, and do what? I'm like, I don't know, throw rocks in the lake or something? Like, what do you mean? None of them came. And then I went out with Emily, and then again the next New Year's, same thing happened. We went, all the kids were on iPads, and Emily was like, oh, this is not good. They don't even look at what they're eating because they were watching the iPad and eating. So she's very, very aware. And then my ex-husband gave her kind of an iPad, not an iPad, but with apps and toys and whatever,
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
So she was maybe 4. And she started playing on it, and I didn't put any stop to it. And then she realized, she's like, I'm becoming like those kids. That's it. 5 days, no iPad. And she put it away, and my mom came over my house, and she said, 3 days, no iPad or something, whatever it was left. And my mom is like, why did you punish her? I'm like, I didn't. She just put herself on timeout because she realized, like, it's just not good. And then with the TV, it was summer. She was with me. I was working, so I would be like, just watch some TV, watch some TV. And she was giving me such an attitude and talking to me like she never did before after like 1 month or something. And then she came running into my bathroom. I remember, like things you remember that you just said. And she came, she's like, Mommy, I know, it's from the Pony Show. I watch too much TV and I talk just like them. She's like, that's it, only one show per day, which is 20 minutes. So she gives herself this, like, time. She
Well done.
And she just does it. She has a phone. She uses for Duolingo to learn Spanish, Italian, Japanese, whatever she's learning. And then she has a game on it. She plays 20 minutes a week. And she has a timer. She puts the timer is up, boom, done. Like, no, nothing. This kid will go places.
Wow.
She knows if something has control over her, she gives it up like there's nothing.
Amazing.
Yeah, no, nothing.
Wow.
And she reads like a lunatic. Like she reads and reads and reads.
Wow, she's your mother's daughter.
Yeah, and she'll yell at me for using the phone and like, you're not working, you're on Instagram. I can see. I'm like, okay, fine. And I toss the phone and I'm like, you wouldn't know who the adult is in our relationship. She's a good kid.
Wow.
Yeah, she
Very
does
good.
great in school. And I teach her. I'm like, listen, I'm not used to this system here with the school sending a parent 27 emails a day and tomorrow is this day and the other day and you have to do this and that. And I told her since she was in kindergarten, listen, I have my calendar for my work. Your calendar is yours. Like you need to, and sometimes she'll forget and I let her forget. And the teacher will say, oh, she forgot her saxophone. Can you bring it? I'm like, nope. Like I walked by the saxophone. I knew she needed it. But how will she learn if I'm doing it for her?
Right.
So I'm like, no, you forgot the saxophone. Next time you won't forget the saxophone. I can tell you. And she has a thing like this. She writes everything she needs to do the next day or that night. And she's like very organized. Like super organized.
That's unheard of.
Yeah, she's in 5th grade, so she's big enough.
That's amazing.
But truly, she is, and that also makes it super challenging because she's not an easy kid. Like I cannot just put her in front of TV. Like it's constant with Emily. It's constant, either talking about things or I truly have to be present. There's no like way around it, which in a way makes it hard because sometimes like I do want to be home and I don't know, do something or not have to be constantly challenged by my child.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but I'm super. I think it's way better than somebody being like this,
Yeah.
iPad.
Right. A robot.
Yeah.
Good for
So
you.
she's good. She's not good with kids though. Shy and she is like this. If you bring her with kids, like, you put her in with adults, oh, she'll have no problem. She'll ask you, why are you doing this? What do you do? Do you make money off of this? How do you make money? Why? Like, she would be like, what's happening here? Like, why? How
That's
much did you
awesome.
pay for those?
That's so cool.
Yeah, so she's a
You're raising
good.
her well.
I think so.
Yeah.
Now I have to see because it's like I'm divorced. She's primarily with me. So I do see a little bit in her that she thinks the female rule a little bit. The females are capable. So that I don't like, but there's nothing I can do about it.
Interesting.
I feel like
You know what I love? I love how you have these traditional values.
I'm. I think I'm pretty traditional. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so. You know,
Yeah.
I like that. And I think that's a lost art. Just like these kids on the iPads, you know what I mean? You don't see, I would love to see more traditional women, personally.
Which is challenging because if you ask me about dating life,
That's what I was going to
that's
ask.
a big.
I was going to ask
Not
that.
that it's failing, because I don't think I'm failing at it. But first of all, I didn't know what the hell is happening when I first started dating.
Yeah.
So I'm not used to this. People talk to 7 people and they go with 27. I'm like, this, I cannot keep track. I have 27 clients I'm keeping track of. I cannot keep track of
Right.
7 conversations with 7. I wouldn't know what I'm telling you and the other.
Yeah.
So I'm very straightforward. Men
Right.
don't like that. Like, I'm so honest and blunt. And I think most people don't like it.
I would agree because I'm quite similar. I'm
Yeah.
very blunt. And
No,
I do it intentionally. You know what I mean? I just like,
this is who I am. I cannot even fake it.
yeah, that's just how it is.
No. And I am traditional because, like, when I go out with somebody, and I'm very, like, I'm not a drinker. I'm not a, like, I wouldn't order a steak. Like, I'm not going out with somebody to eat. I'm going out to meet the person. And it, rarely do I get to go out because I'm, so, like I told you, with time, I'm really, I want to make sure my time is used wisely.
Yeah.
But when I go, like, if you invited me as a man, and the check comes, and of course I will pull my credit card out and to offer to pay, and then they let me. I'm like, are you kidding me? And one had the audacity to say, so the check came. That was our 5th date or something. I don't even know. And he did show signs of being super insecure about himself with things. Anyway, the check came, was there, and then finally I put up my card and he's like, "Do you really want to prove that you make more money than I do?"
Damn, what a
And I
response.
said, it's been sitting there for like 10 minutes. Why didn't you, do you want to pay? And he said, yes. I'm like, then why didn't you put your card there? Just pay. And that's it. It's been sitting there. The waitress had to come 4 times.
Yeah.
I'm like, the 4th time I felt like awkward.
Yeah.
So I put her. So it was, yeah. I'm like, nah, that's not going to work.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But I am, so definitely I'm pretty strong, pretty independent. People are super surprised, female and males, when I say that I love my life. They're like, oh, what do you mean? Like, I love my life. I truly love it. And I don't think people like to hear a lot of good. Or they're like, how come? Why? Why do you love your life? Like, I truly love my life. And it's hard, it's not easy. I have a shitload of stress.
Yeah.
But it's like I worked hard to have the life that I'm having. So that's why I'm very picky about who would I allow in.
Yeah.
Plus, like you said, I'm very traditional. Like I just don't warm up easily. I feel like in order to get to me, you need to have certain,
Intelligence.
well, yeah, a lot, and common sense and respect and
Yeah.
like just. And I don't like this the chasing and the
Hmm.
desperation and the whatever is happening. And I am traditional. Like I truly feel as strong as I am. I feel like a man should be a little bit
Definitely.
like
That's how we're molded. That's how we're built.
yeah, and not like I will get a puppy if I need somebody to follow me around and to be hovering all over me.
That's right.
And I don't want a puppy, so yeah, that hasn't been too successful.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but I guess the way I look at it, I'm not in any desperation. I don't need somebody. I just want, if it will happen,
Yeah.
it will happen. But
Right.
I don't want to give up my ski days for anybody.
Yeah. Definitely.
So,
Definitely. It's, I'm sure in time, you'll find somebody.
yeah, maybe.
If not, whatever.
Yeah, and when I finally did, oh, knocked me off my feet. And it was one particular man that I would have gave up certain Vermont trips. I'm like, this is it. Julia is gonna tone it down a little bit for this one. And he completely vanished and he was completely,
Oh,
yeah.
that sucks.
So that sucked. But
Yeah. I'm sorry about that.
yeah, it's like, again, learning.
Yeah.
I didn't know much. Oh, hold on. So, now I hear myself. I was holding this the wrong way.
Yeah, it's okay. No worries.
Learning, see?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, first podcast. So yeah, that's I maybe there are people that do everything at a high level, but for me, it just didn't got put together. I would say
What didn't get put
the
together?
dating after marriage.
It's hard out here. The dating environment is not good.
Yeah,
It sucks. No one has I personally think that maybe it's social media. It's so many elements that has
Yeah.
ruined relationships.
And I'm very like in my business, in my personal life with friends. I'm honest. I'm direct. I'm extremely loyal. I'm extremely protective of the people I care for.
Mm-hmm.
So this like wishy-washy
Yeah.
way of things, it just doesn't appeal to me.
Right.
And I have no time for games.
Yeah.
So I
Definitely. I think like values have shifted over the years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you see like before, if you got divorced, like, back in the day, it was like shunned. You know what I mean? Like that was
Yeah.
such a no-no.
Oh,
Now, like as through time has gone on, you've seen so many divorces happen.
yeah,
So many people don't care.
60%.
So many people don't care. They become numb to it, and it's almost like you expect. It's like created like this pattern. You know what I mean? It's like it's almost like destined to fail based off of certain
Yeah.
situations. It's
And
crazy.
if you think about it statistically, when 50 to 60% of marriages are ending up in divorce, when you asked me earlier, would I marry again? I'm like, I don't think so. I think my ideal would be, and I have to say, so I keep telling out loud that I wasn't successful at dating, but at the same time, I did also pick men that I've dated that I knew it wouldn't go anywhere. Like it was somebody in Vermont, so I'm like, I'm not gonna date somebody from Vermont who lives on a very on lifestyle that was good for vacation type, but not for
Right.
real day to day.
Right.
Or somebody that I just knew.
You just wanted some fun.
Yes, and it was they as men themselves, they were good people and values, but they had each of them had something particular that it will not make me attach or
Right.
commit. So I think I also, to protect myself,
Right. Deliberately
I
chose
had
them.
yes, not deliberately, because I didn't think about it until
Mm-hmm.
later, when I'm like, wait a minute, why am I doing this?
Right.
Why am I choosing ultimately the wrong ones? Because I
Right.
didn't do it knowingly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now I'm more self-aware than I was, but I don't know anything. But I also wanted to protect, like My house is single. I don't share my space. Like, I don't tell people where I live. I don't. It's just I'm very protective of my space, protective of the people I love. I'm super loyal. Like in business, like there's people know like you cannot come to me and as a lender thinking that I will not work with my preferred lender because it's not gonna happen. Like you can offer me money, they will offer me paid events and do this and that. I'm like, nope, I'm loyal to my lender. And in general, I tell everybody you need to don't trip over pennies. Like you can always make money. And I'm not talking, but you need to look at the bigger picture.
Right.
Like never burn a relationship
Right.
and a bridge, and like
Definitely.
that's and what I tell Emily all the time, the only thing we have, it's our word. And I tell her, why did somebody trust me when I bought that Vermont house and I didn't have the cash to buy it and I put an offer cash? And they're like, fuck, what am I gonna do? It was Sunday. I put the offer Sunday night. And then Monday, I'm like, I don't have the cash. I need 200,000 extra in cash. So I made a call. I won't say any names now and stuff. But somebody that obviously really trusted me. And I told Emily, it's because he knew no matter what, I would give him the money back. Because I proved myself that I do what I say. So that's the only thing we have. I feel like that integrity and always do what you say you're going to do. Don't feel like it. Like today, I had such a crappy day. Honestly, the last thing I wanted was I just wanted to go home. Like there's no option. Like I told you, I will come. There was no like you're going, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter whether you feel like it or you don't feel like it.
Right. I'm very grateful that you came on the show today.
No, I'm happy you invited me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very happy to have you here.
Yeah, thank you for the invite.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for coming.
My pleasure.
Definitely. I want to learn more about like how you go about, borrowing and getting investment money. That's something that we could talk on later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not on the podcast. This is just like me saying.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Because that's something I'm definitely interested in. You know what I mean? Going down that road.
Yeah.
So.
I do have a bunch of insights learned the hard way.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. I think like today was a very fulfilling episode. I feel like we got quite a bit on here.
Oh, a lot. Blah, blah, blah.
No, it was good.
So
it was good. You speak well. And you have a good perspective. You're a grounded mind.
I do, and it does help. You know what I stopped doing a few years ago? So I went in my real estate journey. I was with Century 21, then Berkshire Hathaway, then Keller Williams, which was a turning point. It was absolute amazing company, really good with training and stuff. But they were pushing, do better. What's your goal? Cross it out and do better. I'm like, okay. And all these books about self-help. Yes. Anyway, so I was reading all those books and this and that, and it was just so boring and repetitive and the same thing, copy paste. And then I'm like, what does self-help mean? Like, why do I need to learn from somebody that just wrote this book copy pasting by Googling? And not that I want to diminish their work or something,
right?
But I'm like, there's nothing that will, if your mind is going and if you read a really good book, you will learn more from that, from the actual a good written book, than you will learn from a self-help whatever book. So I stopped reading all of those. And now I read just for pleasure, but it has to be like a good book to really keeps me. So I think we also need to, I was telling a friend of mine who was in real estate, I'm like, are those goals yours, or is just somebody because everybody's doing it and you want a bigger team, and you, because truthfully you're not capable of having that team. You don't have the regimen. You're just not good at it. So I'm like, why do you stress yourself thinking you want so much more when they are not even your true goals? Because it's true, like we look at everybody. I know people that want to drive certain cars. I'm like, but does that bring you joy? Like, why do you want to drive that car? Is it for you or is it for how people look at you? So that's one thing I drive my hard Jeep that is just my perfect car.
You have a very good perspective.
But I think it's more of a, like you said earlier, I have no bullshit, no time for
Right.
BS.
Right. Lying to yourself. Having
Yeah.
something control you.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I need to work on it. I'm a control freak, and I just don't do good if if I'm not in control. So that I need to work on.
I
But
suppose. You know what I mean? But, I mean, it's done well for you, you know, in your
yeah.
career. In
And I
relationships,
do.
it might be beneficial
Yes,
to adjust that. You know what I mean? But at the same
for
time, you
sure.
just got out of a divorce. So,
Yeah,
not, like, so there's really no rush. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like,
And like my therapist said, listen, you just have to find somebody that will be stronger than you are, and
that's
they
it.
will put you. They will look at you and will laugh. They will think you're so cute and funny with your
Right.
feistiness. I'm like,
But you
okay.
also have to let them in, too.
Yes, I
You know,
don't let people in.
and that's gonna, you might,
And the one I did, I'm
right.
like, okay, and that beat me in my
Oh,
perky little, you know what. But
yeah, yeah,
so, but not that I will have to, but
yeah.
I appear very extroverted,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm very,
Introverted.
maybe not introverted, but I think I'm very careful with what I
Reserved.
share and
Yeah,
what I let out.
yeah.
And like I told you before, when I just came, I never thought I should talk about myself until
Mm-hmm.
recently when I was looking at the Vermont home, and I'll send you that reel and the Airbnb link. And I'm like, I should be proud. Like, really should be proud. It's a beautiful home. Everybody loves it that goes there. I'm like, why am I never proud? Like, never, no matter what I do.
Hmm.
Like, okay, next. Okay, next. And
Yeah.
that's it. And when they asked me to speak on panels, the only panel I spoke on was something about mothers, because that's one thing I'm super proud of. So they're like, how do you succeed in business while being a mother? So I'm like, okay, that I will talk about, because it's something really close to my heart. But the rest, I'm like, what am I going to talk about? But it's the social media, like you said. We see all these people that appear to live this fabulous life. Of course, we share only good. What are we going to share?
Mm.
Like, I'm going to sit there and share I have a miserable day and I want to bang my head against something,
Mm.
or share something good. But there are a lot of people that flat out lie.
Yeah.
So,
100%. I mean, personally, I think that a lot of blessings come from the hard stuff. You know what I
oh,
mean? Just as
oh,
we've covered in this episode and we've covered in plenty episodes in the past,
yeah.
blessings are hard moments.
You only
So
grow from hard. Like, nobody grows
that's
when
it.
everything is nice and
That's
puffy
exactly
and
right.
you're living in a cloud.
That's right.
You cannot develop and evolve. And I think success comes from like knowing you're going to fail and just being prepared for it and not letting yourself be down too long.
Yes.
What are you gonna do?
I 100% agree with you.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
That's what I
Sit
think.
there.
So I think if we go into the social media aspect, being like, again, without failure, there is no success. So if we narrate it, tell a
Yeah,
story on how failure was built into success,
yeah,
there's value in that. And then people see that you're willing to be vulnerable, you're willing to be real and authentic. And I think it
yeah,
actually connects deeper than just showing positivity all the time.
yeah, and not
You know?
fakeness. Like I don't, for the life of me, maybe it's because I'm older or something.
Mm-hmm.
I can't understand people that will film themselves while crying.
Mm.
I'm like, so what did you do? Like, what is the purpose of this
Yeah.
damn thing?
Right. Right.
Or just lies, and you can tell they're lying. It just bothers me so much. Like
Yeah.
I'm just very like boom, boom, done, out, out.
Yeah.
Or those that talk about, oh, I found Jesus and now my life is better, and then I was going through the hard time, but now I will be in front of you, my audience, and blah blah blah. 2 months later, I've been going through the hardest time, but now I found Jesus. A month later, I'm like, bitch, please, you've been saying the same thing for 2 years. Like, obviously you need to just get out, find yourself a little bit. And like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
This and the social media, that people just need a validation. They need to just they need the external validation. When if you're not happy with yourself, nobody will make you happy.
Right.
Like, who will make you happy if you're not happy?
Right.
And you have to go through the shitty things in life.
Right.
Like, you know who made me? Actually, my daughter. I'm telling you, she's amazing. So she's super shy, introverted, control freak. Like, she needs to observe everything. She hates attention. Nobody can sing happy birthday. She doesn't have birthday parties, nothing. She doesn't like a bit of attention.
Mm-hmm.
She has the biggest stage fright, doesn't like team work or things.
Mm-hmm.
She comes to me last year, beginning of the last year. She's like, Mommy, I want to audition for the school play. I'm like, for what? For the school play. Well, okay. Like, are you sure? Like, for what? To be in the back? Like, do they have something? She's like, no, I need to get over my stage fright. And this is the best. And you told me I need to, like, I tell her to to fight something head on when she's scared.
Yeah.
She's like, and I'm gonna do it. And this kid went through the audition. Everybody got in. It's not like she was special, but for her, like, she only did it to get over her stage fright. She took that so seriously. She did so good. I'm like, unbelievable, because I'm just like that. I don't like like, I don't want, like, you
Amazing.
cannot put me on a stage.
Amazing.
That child by herself, I never pushed her. I'm like, fine, you just ski, golf, and tennis, so,
Yeah.
like, one-on-one things.
Yeah.
She's like, no, I need to get over my... And she was so
Wow.
petrified, like, you have
Wow.
no idea. Like, it was strong. It's like, I'm gonna do it. Like, unbelievable. I was so
Wow.
proud.
I'm proud too.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
Isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
somebody to be aware
That's
that
awesome.
I suck at something badly. What can I do?
Especially a young kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's already like intimidating enough just being just like a small child.
Yes. Like, unbelievable. And some other kids were doing it for a while. So they were, those kids that are genuinely, like, super happy and bubbly, and they love to be in the center of like, they're doing great. I'm like, that's unbelievable to me, because she won't be one of those. Like, she'll never get there, because that's not her. But for her to do that, I'm like, God damn it, I keep talking to her.
What a good role model she is.
Yes, because I talk a lot, but a lot of times I'm like, oh, I don't want to do it. And
Yeah.
she's the opposite. Like, she doesn't talk as much. Maybe she'll just go and do it. And she was a 2-year-old, 3 maybe. We were in vacation somewhere, I forgot where in Europe. And then her pasta were not coming because they're not as fast as here. And I'm like, you want your pasta? Go to the kitchen and ask for your pasta. She got up and went straight to the kitchen and asked somebody for her pasta. I'm like, that's it. Unbelievable. So she's a really good role model. My child is my best role model. Yeah.
It sounds like you have a really amazing daughter.
Oh, she's, like, truly, I'm super lucky. We do have the fights we had, it's like nothing else,
Yeah.
because she's challenging and she's super smart, and she'll come with arguments. Like, I cannot tell her it's because I say so, or it's because I'm your mother, or whatever. I need to bring a solid argument to any fight. And a lot of times, like, she will shut me down because she will come up with better arguments. I'm like, okay, fine. Right, okay, I lost. That's it. Let's end it.
Amazing.
Yeah, she's funny like that.
We should create a little sitcom of you two.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. Amazing. Beautiful. All right.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This was very insightful. I feel like it was a wonderful episode, and I got to meet you, which was amazing.
Bonus.
Yeah. So I'm really grateful. I think this was a wonderful thing. Is there anything that you want to like say or address or?
I don't know. I think it's very good what you're doing, because we forget and we think other people have it better, and their life it's easier because
Yep.
other circumstances that we don't have,
Right.
and we forget how
Right.
good we have it.
Yep.
Or that, I think what we forget is that we are in charge, that we can truly change our life however we want it.
Yes, we can.
And it's not and this is honestly, the only country for me. Try to go anywhere else and see how you'll be welcomed or given the opportunities that are given here.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can guarantee you, like in Europe, good luck with that. It's not happening.
Mm.
And people will not be so willing to help you. Like if your business, if you go to somebody that you really admire that has a bigger, better podcast, I'm pretty sure you can get to that person to sit down and be like, what are you doing? That what has been helping you?
Yeah.
Because I find like in anything, and there will be bad people, but who cares about bad people?
Right.
We need to focus on so many that are good.
Right.
Because there will be some shitty people, obviously.
Yes, definitely.
And then with the money, I think money amplifies who you are. If you're a shitty person and you are will get into a lot of money, you'll be a even shittier person. If you're a good person and you're given a lot of money, you'll do good with the money you're given. So it's, but I focus on good. Like I focus on the people that would help. I focus on the people that will
Yeah.
make a difference. So I think
Yes.
it's good to just, and instead of using the energy to be like, wait, your life is easier. Let me tell you about my life. We all have a story. We all had. I had it, like I know other people had a much worse childhood or abuse in their relationship or whatever the case may be. I didn't have that. So in a way, it's easier than some, but we all have a story. So we should just get over the story and just create our own other story.
Yes.
And if I could get a divorce, like nobody thought I would ever be divorcing him, ever, anybody can. In terms of...
Let's not make that an aspiration, though. All right.
No,
Let's
but instead
stick
of...
with it.
But
If
instead of being
good relationships.
miserable in a
Yeah.
relationship,
Yeah.
just escape and just be done and over with.
Well, again, another line right there, because emotions, blah, blah, blah. But if we communicate and there's
Yeah.
true adjustments, there's true consideration,
Yeah.
because there's always going to be seasons. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah,
It's not
you
always
have
going to
to.
be beautiful.
No.
You know what I mean? But instead of just running away when it
Yeah,
gets
yeah,
when
yeah,
it gets miserable in a second, like
No, you need to...
yeah, see if there's like just communicate.
Yeah.
Communicate partnership.
Communication is the biggest in any relationship, for
Right.
sure.
To have someone in your corner is such a fucking blessing.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
But choose the right person in your corner.
yeah, definitely.
And then,
Definitely.
like me, if just admit sometimes that you made a mistake.
Hmm.
And you cheat.
Yeah.
You don't need... Because my biggest quality, I think, is my biggest flaw, too. I don't know how to give up. I don't know how to let go and to not... Like I always try to fix, and I think everything can... And there was a parallel that somebody made about me. Like I'm a fixer. I flip houses, so I see potential. And the same exact thing I see in people. But with a house, like I can look at the home and know exactly how I'll fix it. But then I did the same with people. And I'll be like, oh, well, he has so much potential.
Oh shit.
And truly, like some people truly are amazing and they have great potential, but they are not ready or they are broken or whatever the case may be.
Right.
And I'm like, fuck, I can fix houses. I can tore it down and rebuild. But with a human, what do? You're only controlling yourself. So I need to,
Right.
I learned to be like, and this is who you are, and you're not going to change.
Right.
Because nobody changed because I want them to change. So that's a big, big lesson I learned from my
Yeah.
only guy that I wanted to be with.
Mm. That sucks. But yeah.
Yes, but it's the truth. Like the sooner we understand it, the better it is.
Yeah. I think as a man, like I think it's good to show love. You know what I mean? I think when you show somebody love, like without an agenda, that could be the healing factor. So when you see potential in somebody and you show love without anything else besides to show love, that could be the thing that flips that potential into like activation.
Something.
You know what
But
I mean?
they need to
Do it themselves.
no, but they need to know how to accept love. Like some
Oh,
people
yeah.
don't.
That's right.
And that's the,
Very well said.
it happened to me.
Yeah.
Some people don't know how to accept love. Like they don't know how to be loved.
Yeah, you're right.
Like I will love the fuck out of you.
Right.
You'd be like
Right.
and they don't. And there's nothing you can do. Like you can pour all the
Yeah.
love. Like it's somebody just.
Right.
So I'll go in the car and listen to music, and
Cry.
I cry rarely. Only when I heard that my best friend has stage 4 cancer. That was a while ago,
Yeah.
and I was just driving. I'm not a crier. I don't know how to cry. I don't cry. I cried like months and months. Like I couldn't stop crying. That was so. I do have feelings because my friends make fun of me that I don't have emotions.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's another story.
Yeah. We'll definitely have to get you on again.
Yeah.
This was lovely.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're so very welcome.
Yeah.
So very welcome.
And we'll be in touch. What do I do with this?
Well, I'm gonna end it first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
good.
gonna say thank you again for
Thank
coming
you.
on, guys. I'm gonna link her socials down below, so check her out. Ask her any questions. Throw some comments down below. Your favorite moments, some things you, wish we covered more, perhaps. Anything that you want to comment on, just leave it down below in the comments and subscribe, like the video, and then we'll see you in the next one. Boom.
Boom.